Hello and welcome to RS Media. Of today's top four chasing Tottenham Hotspur taking a visit to Manchester City. In goal for the citizens is the Brazilian goalkeeper Ederson. João Cancelo and Oscar Zinchenko are the fullbacks. John Stones is partnered by Almeric Laporte, while Ruben Dias has to settle for a place on the bench. Looks like it's going to be a midfield of Rodri in the holding role. On either side of him is Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. And for City, it's going to be a front line of Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus and Phil Foden. For Tottenham Hotspur, in goal, Hugo Lloris. Japhet Tanganga is making his first Premier League appearance this season. He's playing at right back, while Davinson Sanchez scored 2 goals in midweek, and he keeps his place alongside Eric Dyer, while Ben Davies keeps his momentum as the left-back role for Tottenham Hotspur. A midfield two of Tanguy Ndombele and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Eric Lamela scored a late goal in the first half in the extra time defeat at Everton, while Lucas Moura and Heung-min Son also keep their places, and Harry Kane starts up front for Tottenham Hotspur. The referee today is Paul Tierney. So it looks like it's going to be a game full of European and title interests. Manchester City clearly on course for the Premier League title as it stands. They're 4 points ahead of Leicester while playing 2 games less. And they're also 5 points ahead of Man United playing 1 game less. So it looks as it stands, the title will be heading to the Etihad once more. And it's a big game for Gabriel Jesus, who was only on the bench at Anfield last week. We've also got to consider Tottenham Hotspur. They're chasing top 4 as it stands. They're in 8th with 36 points. And really, they should be aiming for top 4. That will be Chelsea's place where they are with 40 points. Liverpool's place with 40 points. Liverpool have played 2 games more. But while the season has gone, teams can easily go up and down. They were top at the start of December, of course. Eric Lamela to kick off. And it's certainly going to be a fixture that will not disappoint. The reverse game this season ended 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. But Manchester City have won 7 in the past 10 league meetings at the Etihad, and we are off. Laporte's clearance. First touch nerves for both sides. But Man City will be hoping to get off to an early start. Here's Foden. Looks like he's playing on this right-hand side today. He scored a wonderful goal at Anfield. Cut him from the right-hand side onto his left foot. Past Alisson. And that's probably why Pep Guardiola's thinking he could do more of that here today. Tottenham have it back, but not for long though. Laporte, Gundogan, Rodri, Garcia, Stones Ament, Laporte, Zinchenko, Rodri, Cancelo, João Cancelo, versatile fullback, and he's certainly got a good amount of pace on him. Here's Foden, Gabriel Jesus. Here's Foden. Foden looking to go by the byline. Knocked away by Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, corner kick. Phil Foden. Finley onside there. And it is going to be the academy product to take the corner kick. Swings this one in. Headed over there by Rodri. Rodri, who was a doubt going into this game. He had a knock with ex-Liverpool youngster Jan Dander in the 3-1 win at Swansea City in the FA Cup midweek. While Tottenham Hotspur went out of the FA Cup after extra time, it was 5-4 against Everton. And they took the lead in the 3rd minute through Davinson Sanchez that game. But after that, they just kept on playing catch-up. Zinchenko. Manchester City hoping to dominate all of the possession today. They've been in very good form. The last 5 Premier League games have all been wins for the home side. Wins against Liverpool, Burnley, Sheffield United, West Brom and Aston Villa among that list. Sanchez to Tanganga. Left-footed player playing at right back, who rejected a move to Southampton before the deadline. Lamella's ball to Son did not quite work out there. Gundogan. Rodri. Bernardo Silva, who claims City are replicating title-winning form, and the form they are in at the minute, you cannot complain about that. Cancelo's flick. Here's Foden. Foden to Jesus. Tackled there by Højbjerg and cleared away by the Danish midfielder. Throw into Manchester City. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Manchester City in the driving seat in these opening minutes. Sterling. Still all Manchester City. Raheem Sterling to Zinchenko. Rodri. João Cancelo playing ahead of Kyle Walker, who is an ex-Tottenham Hotspur man, of course. But Cancelo's been the main man this season. Foden looking to cut in. Intercepted there by Son. Cancelo has it back for Manchester City. Still yet to see many major chances from either side. You have to acknowledge that morale will be sky high in the Manchester City camp, while as for Tottenham Hotspur, being knocked out of the FA Cup and just 2 wins in the last 5 league games is certainly not the best situation to be in. And both of those wins were against the bottom 2 clubs in Sheffield United and West Bromwich Albion. Laporte, Zinchenko, Bernardo Silva, Stones, Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, Manchester City dominating possession but not making too many chances. Here's Zinchenko, tries the back heel to Gundogan, but it did not create a successful outcome. Laporte, Rodri, Stones, Cancelo's ball all the way into Gabriel Jesus. Gundogan, he can hit them. Back to Jesus, blocked by Dyer. Still Jesus. Second shot blocked. Lamela has it now. Lucas Moura tries to hold on to the ball and he's won a free kick through that. Best move of the game, I think, for Manchester City. Cancelo's ball to Gabriel Jesus worked out very well. And then his shot, first shot blocked by Eric Dyer. Then the second shot blocked by Davinson Sanchez. And it was certainly a well-thought effort from João Cancelo to pass that ball into Gabriel Jesus. But Tottenham managed to get enough men behind the ball. Lamela, Davinson Sanchez, Dyer, and Ndombele. This is a great run forward from the French midfielder. Still running. Can he go all the way here? And Ndombele shot blocked. Cancelo. Jesus. Cancelo. Switched that ball there to Zinchenko. Sterling. Manchester City will at times be happy for Tottenham to attack them, because Tottenham will have a lot of the men back most of the time when they do have possession. But when Tottenham are on the front foot, Manchester City will see this as an opportunity to get them on the counter-attack and to prevent any opportunities being stopped by this Tottenham Hotspur defence. Foden. Ben Davies has won it back there. Cleared to John Stones. To Laporte. John Stones and Aramik Laporte have a 1-day age gap, which is quite funny for a centre-back partnership. But it's mainly been Stones and Diaz this season. And Pep Guardiola has said that Laporte can decide his own future. Laporte with just 7 Premier League appearances before today. Cancelo sprints forward, keeps it in. Cross cleared there by Davinson Sanchez. Bernardo Silva's flick to Phil Foden. Tries to return the favour, but it was too much for him, and João Cancelo was in an offside position. Opening 11 minutes, Manchester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Dyer tries the long ball there to Tanganga. Unsuccessful with that effort. Gundogan. Rodri. Stones. João Cancelo has been the man who looks like something can happen within this Manchester City team. Laporte's header. Sterling. Bernardo Silva's lifted through ball to Sterling. Sterling looking to cut in. Back to Bernardo Silva. Cleared away there by Davinson Sanchez. Højbjerg. Lamela. Managed to shrug off pressure from the men in sky blue. Lucas Moura. Chesterton's on to Kane. Free kick has been given. Aymeric Laporte disagrees with Paul Tierney's decision. But it's a free kick for the Spurs to create a rare attack. After scoring 4 in midweek and still losing, they will think if they do tighten it up at the back, then they have nothing to lose. Harry Kane eyeing this one up. The angle looks a bit hard for a shot now. It'll be interesting to see what the England captain does. He goes for the shot, and it's off the post, I think. Lucas Moura. And that cross was easily caught there by Ederson. Yeah, struck off the post. I think it was the part of the goal frame where it was part away from the post and part of the crossbar. Ederson had it covered in the end, but very good effort from Harry Kane. I'm not sure if there'll be 11 corners altogether. I think there could be if the team has a big succession of corners, but I don't think today there will be a game with a high amount of corners. Most of the game will be played in possession. It's a wonderful effort from Harry Kane. Manchester City have Bernardo Silva under the wall there. Zinchenko quite famously got dragged by Ruben Dias against Liverpool to go under a ball, but it was Bernardo Silva playing ball guard. It's happened a lot this season, but still yet to find a breakthrough. Rodri's long ball. Excellent ball to Raheem Sterling. Sterling holding up the ball. He's passed to Bernardo Silva, not the best pass, but Manchester City still off the ball. Jesus. Lovely ball to Zinchenko. Elevated effort. Gundogan. And then that ball all the way out for a goal kick. The first half so far, Manchester City have completed 147 passes, and 102 of them were in Tottenham Hotspur's half. So it's certainly been Manchester City dominance here today. Son. Free kick given for Manchester City. Tottenham Hotspur players just trying to wind the clock down, just as this team want more players back. Stones, Laporte, Zinchenko, Stones, Cancelo, Silva. Lovely pass there from Foden. Bernardo Silva claims he was clipped there. The referee waves play on. Lucas Moura. He certainly got a good amount of pace. Lamela. Ben Davies to Heung-min Son. Kane. Kane looking to cross it into Eric Lamela. And not a very good effort there from Harry Kane. Yeah, I think Bernardo Silva was certainly clipped there by Ben Davies. But Paul Tierney wasn't accepting any of that. Zinchenko. Sterling. Silva. Lifted that ball to Sterling, the captain today. Gundogan. Rodri. Will certainly be interesting if Manchester City get a penalty today, because after every Manchester City penalty miss, rumours of Ederson taking a penalty comes up. Gundogan missed a penalty at Anfield, but he made up by scoring twice. Zinchenko's there for well over the bar. Gareth Bale on the bench today. Bit of a fallout between him and Jose Mourinho. He said the scan did not show an injury, but his feelings were still there. As coaches, we can only go with the players' feelings. Here's Lamela. Højbjerg. That pass stopped in its tracks by Laporte. But Tottenham Hotspur still looking to enjoy some rare possession. Son. One back by Cancelo. And Ndombele makes sure he doesn't keep the ball for long. Højbjerg. Kane. Ederson. Laporte. Back to Ederson, who's so comfortable with his feet. The Brazil goalkeeper. Jesus. Sterling. Sterling cuts in. Manages to keep the ball. Jesus. Lovely footwork. Sterling. Gundogan. Manchester City's top scorer in the Premier League with 9 this season. Who would have thought we'll be saying that? Here is Gundogan. Deflected out of play for a corner kick. And Ilkay Gundogan is down. And Tottenham Hotspur players are protesting. Paul Tierney actually has given a penalty. Couldn't quite see Paul Tierney waving his hand to the penalty spot there. And let's see who is going to be taking it. Rodri is the man to try and take the decisive penalty. Edison has fancied it, but it is going to be the holding midfielder from Spain, Rodri. Still a bit of discussion who to take it. Bernardo Silva is having a word with his Manchester City teammate. Rodri against Lloris. 0 goals in the Premier League this season. Rodri's penalty, and it's just headed in. Hugo Lloris, he got a hand on it, but Manchester City take the lead. Not the most convincing penalty from Rodri. Hugo Lloris got a hand on it, but after he got a hand on it, it deflected into the top of the net. But Pep Guardiola will be thinking, not the best penalty, but I will not care. Manchester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg will be disappointed giving away that penalty, but he'll have to get his head up and know life goes on. And it's certainly been a lead that Manchester City have deserved in these opening minutes. They have put the pressure on really well. And in the end, it can be something like a penalty that can make the difference. Kane. Son. Crosses it in, looking for Lamella. And almost instantly found a quick reply. And Ndombele. Dyer. Sanchez. Lucas Moura to Tanganga. He's going to be looking to cut in with that left foot of his from full back, and he has won a free kick. This is Rodri's first club goal since scoring in the 2020 League Cup final. And this is also a preview for the 2021 League Cup final to be played at Wembley in April. So one of these seeds teams will end the season with a trophy. Rodri's header away. Foden looking for Gabriel Jesus. Manages to keep it. But Eric Lamella slid in. And as a free kick was given, his face showed certain shock. Gabriel Jesus, comfy in possession. But then the Argentine midfielder goes straight through him. Clear foul there. Yet Eric Lamella still did not believe that was a foul. Still, Manchester City, the team in the lead. Cancelo passes it to his fellow ex-Benfica man. Silva. Rodri. Zinchenko. Stones. Still Manchester City dominating possession and dominating this match. Laporte's long ball looking for Phil Foden, but Hugo Lloris was the only player that was able to get hold of the ball. Very quick off his line is Hugo Lloris. Lamela. Kane. Foden. Lost out there to Tanganga. Lucas Moura. Looking for support. He's had to go on his own there. But it doesn't matter because a free kick has been given. Dyer. Højbjerg. Manchester City just forcing these dark green shirts back. And now a free kick has been given. After Ben Davies was clipped there by Bernardo Silva. Clear clip there. His second booking of the season. Dyer goes very long with that ball to Tanganga. Lamela. Højbjerg. Davis. Højbjerg. Dyer. Sanchez. All the way back now to Hugo Lloris. Kane. Sanchez. Dyer. Tottenham Hotspur not making enough chances if they are going to get something out of this game. But you do feel with Kane and Son that anything could happen here. And Ndombele. Lovely 1-2 there with Eric Lamela. And here's Højbjerg. Son. Højbjerg. You just see here, they've lost the ball against Tottenham Hotspur. It's almost like they don't know what to do with the ball when they get it. You feel they could switch it to the opposite sides of fullback a lot more. Still nothing happening. Bernardo Silva's shot deflected on into Hugo Lloris's clutches. Lamela. Højbjerg. Højbjerg driving forward. Son. Looking to cut inside. Crosses it in, looking for Kane, but headed away by Zinchenko. Foden. He's moved onto this left-hand flank recently now. Gundogan. Foden. Zinchenko. Gundogan. Gundogan looking to drive inside the box. Cross cleared away by Eric Dyer. And Tottenham Hotspur still struggling to find any major opportunities here. Pep Guardiola's side was happy to have and keep the ball. Jesus to Zinchenko. Son has been a quiet player in these opening minutes. Bernardo Silva. Cancelo to take the throw in. 32 minutes played. Manchester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Free kick has been given there. Tanguy Ndombele. Just got too much of Gabriel Jesus there. Free kick for the citizens. John Stones is heading forward. Gundogan and Foden discussing what is the best way to double their lead via this free kick. Gundogan swings it in. Easily caught there by Hugo Lloris. Lovely through there to Lamela. Could this be a big counter-attack? Not like that, it's not. Poor touch from the Argentine. Rodri. Stones. Still Manchester City with possession and with the lead. Sterling playing on this right hand side now. Started the game on the left. Switch with Phil Foden. Laporte's pass. Gundogan. Fouled there by Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Zinchenko. Cleared away for a Manchester City throw-in. Silva looking to stride forward. He crosses it in. Headed away by Tanganga. Foden. Zinchenko. Foden. Gundogan. Keeps the ball. Okay, Gundogan did very well there to hold it up and to pass it to Rodri. He's the man going forward now. Cancelo whips it across to Sterling. Cleared away there by Ben Davies. Man City throw-in. Raheem Sterling claiming handball there. But Ben Davies' arm was in a natural position. Cancelo. Throw-in for Manchester City. Starting to get little drops of snow at the Etihad. But will there be another flurry of goals here tonight? Son. Stones. Zinchenko's header to Bernardo Silva. Gundogan. Foden's offering support. Foden's crossing deflected out for a corner kick. Very good move there from Manchester City. Jaffa Tanganga making his first Premier League appearance this season. Corner comes in, headed away by Keane. Foden's pass to Rodri. Gundogan. Silva's cross, headed away by Dyer. Lamela. Won back by Jesus. And then Lamela replied with a foul. Free kick on the edge of the box to Manchester City. Eric Lamela isn't scared of making a tackle or two. Bit of shoving going on internally off the box. Both teams organising their men with passion. Cancelo's ball cleared away. And offside has been given. Ederson will take this one. Lloris, sorry. Lamela. Sanchez. Lloris. Sanchez. Out for a Tottenham throw-in. Manchester City finding a way to get through to this first half without any trouble, while Tottenham will be looking to find a surprise equaliser here. Dyer. Lucas Moura tried to keep Tottenham with the ball, but his pass did not ensure that. Rodri. Son wins it back. Silva. Sterling. Manchester City, as soon as they get the ball, all of their forward players make incredible runs and make it possible for huge opportunities to occur. Rodri. Stones. Silva. Rodri to Zinchenko. Manchester City have had more attempts with their 6 to Tottenham's 2, and that Rodri penalty has been the only attempt on target here. Sterling brushes Davis aside. Gundogan's shot blocked. Here's Jesus, hits the bar. Unlucky there from Gabriel Jesus. He had the time and space, but maybe lifted it a tiny bit too much there. In the end, hit the bar. Well, it had to go high to get past all of the Tottenham Hotspur defenders. But still a good opportunity for the Brazilian. Dyer switches it, looking for Tanganga, and somehow he manages to keep the ball. Lamela. Lovely ball to Son. Tottenham Hotspur just picking up the pace within these final minutes of the first half. Højbjerg. Davinson Sanchez. Dyer. Tottenham, whenever they do get the ball, they are being forced back by Pep Guardiola's pressing, and we're seeing it time and time after again. And that in the end forces a long ball like just that. And in the end it regenerates possession for the citizens. Rodri. Cancelo. Lifted that ball to Foden. Tottenham have it back. Not for long. Bernardo Silva. Sterling. Foden. Still Manchester City clearly in the driving seat, and it looks like they're heading for a first half lead and likely another Premier League title. Zinchenko. Gundogan to Foden. Gundogan. Sterling. Looks to set up Gundogan, but they overplayed themselves there. Kane. Son. Coming Son. Being forced back and forced to play from the deep. And Ndombele fouled there. Free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Deep in their own half. Lamela's ball looking for Son, but only to Ederson. We are past the 45-minute mark, and 1 minute added time has been given. Cancelo. And that shot well over the bar. João Cancelo, versatile fullback, can be seen playing either side of the fullback role, left or right, but he could also play as a right midfielder sometimes. I wonder whether Gareth Bale will make a cameo here tonight. Sterling fouled. But it doesn't matter, because the half-time whistle has been blown. Tottenham Hotspur struggled to find their way out of second gear. So as it stands at the break, Manchester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And it'd certainly be Pep Guardiola, the manager, with the widest smile on his face here, with such a rivalry between Pep and Jose. It's going to be interesting to see whether it will be Manchester City to hold on or a Tottenham Hotspur comeback. You also have to consider how minimal the Tottenham attacks have came in this first half. Manchester City, clearly the team on top. Manchester City with 64% of possession compared to Tottenham Hotspur's 36%. The home side have had 9 shots compared to Tottenham's 2. The penalty being the only shot on target with Rodri. And Man City have 2 corners taken compared to none from the Spurs. And City have 8 fouls committed compared to Tottenham Hotspur's 7. But you also have to think about Manchester City have had 345 passes compared to Tottenham Hotspur's 182. Looks like it's being a Pep Guardiola masterclass here. And Tottenham Hotspur have made 10 clearances compared to the 3 from Manchester City. So it's certainly all Man City at the break here. And the possession certainly does decode that. So I wonder what everyone will be thinking. If you've got anything to say, just leave a message in the comment section. I personally think Tottenham Hotspur need to find a way to get further forward. I think some Premier League teams have thought in their mindset, we've got this game in control, even though they've not scored. And yes, they have conceded. But in the end, when they do start attacking and upping the pace, it does become too late. I think Jose Mourinho, the typical saying of parking the bus, it does go well, but it needs to go well as you've got to have something to hold on to. And as you're chasing top 4, I don't think Jose Mourinho's side have been holding on that well recently. Their recent games, they were poor against Brighton. Against Chelsea, they didn't attack much. That penalty, yet again, was the difference maker in that game. Against Liverpool, they seemed very weak. And it's still a struggle for the Spurs. But with Jose Mourinho, you do back him to find the way out of this. I think there's a lot of different elements within the Spurs squad that could be used. Tanganga playing right back today. And I think he could offer something different going forward. Linking up with Eric Lamela and Lucas Moura could be crucial within the second half. But as it stands, it's still a no-show from Tottenham Hotspur. I think it was a clear penalty. Manchester City passing the ball well, and as Gabriel Jesus passed it into Ilkay Gundogan, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg went in there recklessly, and the penalty given Manchester City their just rewards. Big debate over who was going to take it. Looked like Bernardo Silva was one of the players. And Ederson was thinking about it going forward, but it was in the end Rodri. I wasn't really impressed with the penalty, but it did its job. It went into the back of the net. Hugo Lloris got his hand on it. It was to the goalkeeper's right, and then Hugo Lloris's palm lifted the ball into the roof of the net, which isn't a good penalty, but it will do as Pep Guardiola is concerned. But Tottenham have had minimal chances, but they've still had chances. Harry Kane hit the post from the free kick. It was a very good effort, but went off the post. And Tottenham Hotspur fans will certainly be disappointed. But that's how this game has gone so far. You also start to think whether another player coming on from the bench could be decisive. I think Manchester City will be happy dominating possession and keeping hold of the ball and making pretty decent chances, but players coming on could increase their lead even more. Sergio Aguero is on the bench today. He's back in training after missing about 10 games through COVID-19 troubles. He's tested positive, of course, and that has had an effect on his fitness. But he's on the bench today. Ferran Torres could make an impact. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists this season, which isn't bad for a new signing. Ferran Torres, of course, only cost over 20 million from Valencia last summer. And they've got Riyad Mahrez as well, who's had a few personal issues this week. But he's certainly a man who could make an impact. But Tottenham Hotspur, if they're looking to find a way further forward, you could think Moussa Sissoko could be a player to come on and increase their strength in the midfield battle. Gareth Bale could add that extra finishing touch. There's other people like Dele Alli, could he be brought out the cold? Steven Bergwijn has been a pretty much ever present this season, but he's on the bench today. And it would not be a surprise if he wants another striker in Carlos Vinicius. But it is still 1-0 to Manchester City. I wonder what both managers will be telling their players tonight. Pep Guardiola will be hoping for more of the same, but not to overdo anything. Been a good performance from Manchester City. They know one error could bring Tottenham right back into this game. While Jose Mourinho would probably be happy it's only one at this point. A very weak effort going forward. Second half will commence shortly now. You feel like both teams have got statements to make. As you look at the league table, it's Manchester City in the driving seat in the Premier League as we stand. And it looks like it will be their title to lose. While as for Tottenham, a defeat here sends them 4 points behind fourth place Liverpool with a game in hand. So it should be said. But it's still a top 4 battle that will go down to the very depth here. I certainly wonder if it will be one penalty to make the difference. João Cancelo has looked very sharp in this first half. So are both the Manchester City fullbacks driving the citizens forward. Meanwhile, Ben Davies and Japhet Tanganga, their duties have been purely defensive. Could argue with Sergio Reguilon and either Matt Doherty or Serge Aurier, then that would bring Tottenham's players further forward, but they've had to cope without them today. Doherty is on the bench. He played most of the game against Everton in the FA Cup at Goodison Park midweek, but even Moussa Sissoko at right back could be an option. But whether Jose Mourinho has got planned, he will hope it will work after 90 minutes, because it's certainly not worked after 45 minutes here today. Second half about to begin now. Players starting to head out of the tunnel. And this is certainly all Manchester City. Their average positions have been well higher on the pitch. And Moussa Sissoko is going to come on. The French midfielder. Hoping to make an impact. And to win the midfield battle for Tottenham Hotspur. Jose Mourinho obviously thinks tonight's midfield has been treated like a doormat and just been walked past with no respect. Going to be Lucas Moura to go off for Musa Sissoko. Not the best performance from the Brazilian player. He's tried to get Tottenham forward. He's not succeeded. And it feels like whenever Tottenham Hotspur have got one man on the ball, Manchester City have got three around them. But we're off here. And is it going to be a Tottenham Hotspur comeback? Or the citizens keeping it classic at the Etihad tonight? Stones. Sterling lost out. Son. Davis. All the way back to Hugo Lloris now. Dyer looking to go long, and he's managed to find Heung-min Son there. Højbjerg. Tanganga. Sissoko. What a lovely pass that is already. Very impressive first minute of the second half for the substitute. Sanchez to Højbjerg. Dyer. Højbjerg. Sanchez with the sideway pass to Dyer. Tottenham Hotspur just hoping to get a little bit more confidence in possession in this second half. It's been a rarity for Jose Mourinho's men. They know possession is the key to scoring. The old saying goes, you can't score if you do not have the ball. Lamela looks for Tanganga. That's a fantastic interception there by Zinchenko. Laporte's clearance. Tanganga manages to stop Phil Foden from retrieving the ball there. Sissoko glides past Gundogan there. Lamela loses it out to Rodri. Here's Bernardo Silva. Cancelo. Sterling. Rodri. Sterling. Stones. Laporte. Ironic, Laporte got a controversial handball that disallowed a Gabriel Jesus equaliser in the reverse game this season. In the end, Tottenham Hotspur did win that 2-0. And it looks like City are on track for revenge today. Dyer's header. Jesus. Silva. Sterling running in space here. Cutting inside. Lovely dummy. Still Sterling. Brush the other way. Foden. Sterling. Sterling cutting in. Gundogan shot, and it's the second goal for Manchester City. At the start of the second half, Ilkay Gundogan with his third goal in 2 Premier League games. And it looks like there's no way for Tottenham Hotspur to come back from this. Manchester City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. They just kept on passing and passing. Tottenham Hotspur just exposed there. Sterling's pass into Gundogan, and Hugo Lloris did get a hand on that again. It's not been the best display from the French goalkeeper. He got a hand on it and went under the palm of the World Cup winning captain. But Ilkay Gundogan will not care. It's the second goal of the night for Ilkay Gundogan. His 10th Premier League goal of the season. And he's certainly been Manchester City's main threat this season. 2-0. Højbjerg. Back to Dyer. Sissoko. You also feel if this won't spare Tottenham Hotspur to attack more, then what will? 2 goals down, there's nothing to lose among Jose's men. Son. Ben Davies. Lamela. Son. Lovely play. Raheem Sterling thought he lost the chance, but then to pass it into Foden, and they created that triangle of passes, and then it became Gundogan's run, Gundogan's finish. I certainly think Hugo Lloris could have done better there, but Manchester City are 2-0 to the good, and it's a night to forget for Hugo Lloris. Gundogan. Here's Sissoko. Lamela. Ben Davies for Tottenham Hotspur. Dyer. Sissoko. Risky pass into Ndombele. But the former Lyon man has won a free kick. Sissoko to Lamela. Sanchez. Kane's touch far too heavy. Manchester City have the ball back. Laporte. Elevated pass there to Bernardo Silva. Rodri, the man whose penalty opened the scoring. Foden. 1-2 with Gundogan. This could be dangerous for the away side. Zinchenko. Stones driving forward, and now it's Sterling. Back to Stones. Ultra Tottenham Hotspur throw-in. Gareth Bale is on the bench. And despite Gareth Bale having just one Premier League goal this season, he is always a threat. Sanchez, Sissoko, Lamela, Davis, Sanchez, Tottenham Hotspur, certainly not afraid to make a key pass and to find a way in. They have got Kane and Son, of course, but Heung-min Son made that cross that is straight into Ederson. Højbjerg wins it back for Tottenham. Just see so there. Tottenham get the ball, but they're too slow. They need to try and find a way to get the ball forward and quicker. Dyer. Forced back to Sanchez. And he's forced all the way back to Hugo Lloris. Long ball to Harry Kane. Dyer. And Ndombele. Stones. All the way back to Ederson, which will not be a problem for Manchester City. Clearly dominating the game. They'll be wanting another way forward as they want to break apart from the rest of the Premier League. Stones. Sterling. Rodri. Foden. This could be dangerous. Foden's down, nothing given. Lamela. One back by Zinchenko. The ball is still in play. Rodri. Gundogan. Cancelo's turn. Sterling. Manchester City getting clear dominance in possession once more. Gundogan. Rodri. Sterling on his right foot. Swings it into Foden. Gundogan's touch a bit heavy and cleared away there by Davinson Sanchez. Good effort there from Manchester City. But in the end, the ball just came to Ilkay Gundogan far too quickly. Here's Kane. Someone can make something happen at him. And Ndombele looks to cut inside, and Ndombele's shot easily caught there from Ederson. Gundogan. Gabriel Jesus has the ball from deep. Silva. Rodri. Zinchenko. Foden's pass into Gundogan. Gundogan looking to cross it into Sterling. Away by Tottenham. Here's Lamela. Lamela looking for some form of support here. Dyer. We're approaching the hour mark. Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 down away at Manchester City. Dyer's long ball. And then Zinchenko sends that all the way back to Ederson. Laporte. Manchester City with 11 attempts compared to Tottenham's 3. And Manchester City's 2 goals have been their only shots on target. And here's Foden. Gundogan. Silva. Rodri for Manchester City. Sterling. Driving past Ben Davis. Still Sterling. Won back by Davinson Sanchez. Davis. Cleared, but Kane could not successfully complete a flick on there. Laporte. Zinchenko. Silva. John Stones. Happy to pass the ball around the back for Manchester City. The Tottenham threat is minimal as it stands. Sterling, he's been excellent today. Gundogan receives the switch. Zinchenko. Rodri. Sterling. Looking to take on Ben Davis, but here's Cancelo. That lifted effort cleared away by Son. Here's Stones. Rodri. Zinchenko. And Manchester City happy to keep the ball and try to generate another opportunity here. Zinchenko, just a bit of pressure there from Harry Kane. Stones. Silva. Rodri's pass. Silva. That pass there, looking for Phil Foden, but he just lost his footing there. Throw in to Tottenham Hotspur. And there will be a substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Tanguy Ndombele makes way for Dele Alli. Dele Alli with 0 goals or assists this season. And it will be an excellent game to maybe form a comeback here. And to spare the Spurs further forward. They've struggled to get the ball forward. They've had good spells of possession at times. But out of both of the teams, whenever a team has the ball, it looks like City are always the most likely to score next. Kane manages to shrug off Gundogan. Tanganga surrounded by 2 young City men in Zinchenko and Foden. Free kick for Manchester City. Stones. all the way back to Edison Morales. Cancelo. João Cancelo looking to drive forward, and he is fouled there. He was taking a run in the centre of the park, and Eric Lamela is in the book. He has committed a fair few amount of fouls today. And that's the third booking of the season. Stones. Back to Edison. Lovely long ball looking for Gundogan. Here he is, Gundogan. Could this be it? And it's a third. Manchester City saw an opportunity through the wonderful passing of Edison. He gets himself an assist, and Ilkay Gundogan, it felt like he was in a striking position there, managed to hold the ball, keep the ball, and then Ilkay Gundogan manages to make it Manchester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. He's been wonderful this season, Ilkay Gundogan, and Edison has shown what he is capable of with his feet. The first touch prevents Davinson Sanchez getting the ball. The second touch brings it down. The third touch brings it past Sanchez, and in the end sends him on the floor. And the fourth touch sends it into the back of the net. Hugo Lloris, I think he got him out in the foot on that as well. But if you're Manchester City, who cares? You're 3-0 to the good at home to Tottenham Hotspur. And it's certainly been a smiley day for the Blue of Manchester. And you can tell what it meant to the Manchester City defence. They love Edison here. And as we approach the 67-minute mark, it's 3-0 to Manchester City. Zinchenko. Foden. Rodri. Manchester City are in clear daylight here now. 3 points are surely heading to the Etihad. And the goal scorer, Ilkay Gundogan, has scored twice in 2 Premier League games in a row, is down here. Manchester City yet to make a substitute. And this could be an opportunity to take a break and retrieve men, and to make sure they stay tactically instructed in these last 20 minutes or so. Ferran Torres is going to be coming on for Manchester City. That will probably mean that Phil Foden will drop into one of the midfield roles. And then Edison's kick, deflected off Harry Kane there. Could have went very nastily for the Brazilian goalkeeper after having such a good moment from his footwork. And then it could have fired right back at him there. But he's got away with one. And for Tottenham Hotspur, it's all about keeping the goals out and maybe pulling back one for goal difference sakes. As it stands, Tottenham Hotspur still have the better goal difference in and around the top teams in the Premier League. But 36 points will not be enough after 23 games to show a proper chance of the top four. Sterling. Davis blocks that out for a corner kick. Gareth Bale is set to be coming on, receiving instructions. Foden's corner. All the way back to Foden. Cuts in. Easily caught there on the ground from Hugo Lloris. It's certainly been a promising performance from Manchester City. And things just seem to be getting better and better. Dele Alli. Rodri with a lovely pass to Raheem Sterling, but he could not quite capitalise there. Dyer has it back. Son. Dyer making a run forwards, but it's still Heung-min Son. Back to Højbjerg, who's covering for Dyer. And he's starting to head his way back now. Lamela. Dyer. I don't think any Tottenham Hotspur player has justified their position in the team today. Not one player has been up to standard, and it has shown. And now it's Eric Lamela going off for Gareth Bale. Eric Lamela replaced Gareth Bale all the way back in 2013. But now it's going to be Gareth Bale replacing Eric Lamela as they're losing 3-0 at the Etihad. Dyer's header. Davis clears. City have it back. Zinchenko. Rodri. Laporte. He's had a relatively quiet night. The French centre-half. Sissoko. Dyer. Tries the long ball to Kane, but Dele Alli keeps the ball for the away side. And here is Harry Kane. Switches it now to Japhet Tanganga. Sissoko. Son. Tanganga. Davinson Sanchez. Bale. Tanganga. Back to Sanchez. Ben Davis was offering a promising run, but that pass to Højbjerg stalled the run, and Tottenham Hotspur, when they do have the ball, still struggle to find a decent attempt going forward. Could this be a good game to bring on Sergio Aguero? They are 3 goals to the good. And Sergio Aguero yet to score in the Premier League this season. Who would have thought we'll be saying this in January of the Premier League campaign, as Sergio Aguero certainly is capable of scoring plenty of goals. Dyer. Ali's pass. Intercepted, but back to Dele Alli. Davis. Kane. Could this be a rare opportunity? But it's just scathed out. And what a wonderful pass that is from Ederson. Jesus. Sterling. Manchester City face Everton at Goodison Park at midweek. While Tottenham have Europa League action. Thursday night action for Tottenham Hotspur. As they face RZ Palace in the round of 32. Davinson Sanchez. Dyer. Højbjerg. Sanchez. Tanganga just manages to keep the ball. Rodri has it back. Jesus. Clearly grabbed there from Eric Dyer. Free kick has been given. And the yellow card has been produced by Paul Tierney because of his troubles. Eric Dyer in the book after Dele Alli tried to keep the ball, but unsuccessfully. And it's now a second booking of the season for the English defender. And then Laporte's header just scarved over there. Free kick sent in, but Aymeric Laporte's header well over the crossbar. There's going to be Riyad Mahrez to come on for Manchester City. Højbjerg. Tanganga. Son switch. Looking for Gareth Bale. João Cancelo. Maintain position for Manchester City. But a free kick has been given now. Heung-min Son was fouled. He does look hurt. And I think we may need physios to come on to help him here. Cancelo did have the ball. And then just a collision with Heung-min Son. And certainly a painful one. Riyad Mahrez is going to be coming on. Gabriel Jesus is the player to be sacrificed. 0 goals again for the Brazilian, but he did score against Swansea in midweek. And it has been a game for Manchester City to remember. And it's been a game of goalkeeping that has been the way to decide it. 2 errors from Hugo Lloris and 1 magnificent pass from Ederson. Dyer's long ball looking for Keane. Bale. Powerful pass there, but Bale still has it. Lovely work from Bale. Bale shot parried out from Ederson. Only to Zinchenko though. Clean sheet is safe from now for Ederson. Sterling. Not sure what. I think he might have been trying a bottom corner volley there, Gareth Bale, but he got the ball back. Lovely work, lovely skill. But in the end, the shot was straight at Ederson. And not the best finish there. Tanganga. Right-footed cross, looking for Dele Alli. Højbjerg shot over the crossbar. And it's certainly a game where forgotten men among Tottenham Hotspur players have come on, such as Gareth Bale and Dele Alli. But it's also been a game to forget on their behalf anyway. But it will be certainly something to remember for the citizens. That game where Ederson got an assist. He got 1 assist last season. Højbjerg. Lovely pass to Dele Alli. Long ball in towards Kane. City managed to do enough to clear it. Zinchenko's header away. Kane. Not the best turn there. Zinchenko. Rodri. Stones. Rodri back to John Stones. Cancelo. Stones. Ederson. Laporte. Zinchenko to Foden. Torres. This could be promising. Davinson Sanchez does well to retrieve the ball. Sissoko. Sanchez. Here's Højbjerg. Bale to Ali. Dele Alli. Great control by Kane. Looking to get past Zinchenko, but it's out for a corner kick. Still, Man City, the team, almost certainly with the 3 points. They have got 3 goals today. But could Tottenham pull one back? Son's corner comes in. Headed away. Son. Sissoko's pass to Japhet Tanganga. All the way back to Eric Dyer. Tottenham Hotspur. Whenever they get the ball, they show minimal threat. They have struggled to get the ball forward today. You could think with Sergio Reguilon fit, that could have been a difference today, but it hasn't been. He has been out with a muscle injury. Here's Bale. Rodri wins it back. Foden. Foden tries the ambitious ball to Sterling. Sterling for Manchester City. Tries to lift it in back to Foden, but he couldn't return the favour. Tanganga. Son. Sanchez. Sissoko. Dyer. Sissoko to Bale. Zinchenko. Laporte. Here's Addison. One touch control and the second touch to pass. He is certainly excellent playing out from the back. Cancelo with a lovely pass to Bernardo Silva. Mahrez. He's been quiet since coming on. Riyad Mahrez trying to find a way forward. He'll be hoping to get a nice fourth. Riyad Mahrez, who came on in the victory at Swansea, will certainly be feeling rested and refreshed for the Everton tie. Zinchenko. Tottenham Hotspur still pressing. They know the game is up. Wouldn't be a surprise if not many Tottenham fans are watching. And if the Tottenham fans are watching and still watching, it can't be an enjoyable day today. Dyer. Bernardo Silva. Sterling. Sanchez knocks that one out for a corner kick. Phil Foden will take this. Swings it in. Headed away by Kane. Son's touch. Foden. Foden passes Sissoko. Sterling. Great save, Lloris. Stones. Mahrez. Bale sprinting rapidly. He's looking for support. Tries the long ball to Dele Alli. Cleared away. Rodri. Cancelo. He's been free to go centrally at times tonight. Mahrez with a weak touch. Højbjerg. Lloris. And that's out for a Manchester City throw-in as we're approaching the 90-minute mark. 30 seconds plus stoppage time to go. That was great work from Phil Foden. Pass to Hugo Lloris. No, pass to Raheem Sterling. The shot was straight at Hugo Lloris. Great save from the French goalkeeper. And that will make him feel a little bit better for today's performance. This is Cancelo. Bernardo Silva cuts in. Back pass really straight at Hugo Lloris. Into the 90-minute mark. 3 minutes have been added on. As Craig Pawson indicates, Son. Ball has gone out. Corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. It'll be nice for Tottenham fans to just see their team score tonight. Son's ball in, caught easily by Edison, and he wastes no time to trying to get on the counter-attack. Mahrez. Fouled there by Ben Davis, and it's a yellow card. Stones. Silva's pass intercepted by Dele Alli, but a free kick had already been given. Zinchenko. Sterling. Free kick for Man City. Harry Kane, the man penalised there. Pep Guardiola doesn't look too happy for a man who is 3-0 up against one of his biggest rivals. Sterling. Rodri. Davis heads it away. Mahrez. Great turn. Still Mahrez. Mahrez. Could he go all the way? Mahrez. Davinson Sanchez just holds him off there. And now it's about just making sure these last 30 seconds are 30 seconds with Manchester City in possession. Laporte. Rodri's ball to Bernardo Silva. Mahrez. Silva. Mahrez. And the full-time whistle has been blown. It's been a very impressive performance from Manchester City. I think it's been a team effort tonight. Every player has done their job very well tonight for Manchester City. I think with the first goal in the second half for Gundogan, it was good play between Sterling and Foden, and that led to the ball into Ilkay Gundogan, and then the shot went in easily, and it was a deserving goal that gave them the 2-goal lead. Then I thought the third goal, a simple kick from Edison, got the assist. Ilkay Gundogan, excellent at controlling it. He took it like a striker. So in the end, that made it 3-0. But I also think that Tottenham Hotspur did not show enough threat today. And it's certainly going to be Manchester City's game to remember. As for man of the match, I don't think any Tottenham player is even worth mentioning for this performance. But I think for Manchester City, I think Cancelo played very well. Sterling did. I think as well Foden did. Edison had a wonderful assist, of course, and did well whenever asked upon. But I'm giving man of the match to Ilkay Gundogan, the man who won the penalty and scored 2 goals. Despite going off injured, he has certainly been the main man for Manchester City this season. We finish at full time. Manchester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0.